Alright guys, let's take a quick look here at XRP. Now I'm looking at this on the weekly time frame here, and yeah, we are getting a nice weekly candle here. We've almost bullishly engulfed the previous 2 weeks. If we get up a little bit more, over about 60 cents, we will do that. And yeah, I mean, you can see guys, we are starting to make higher lows. Now if I put this on the daily time frame, you'll see this a little bit better. You can see that there was a low here. Now there's a little bit higher low here, and we have just made another higher low here. So yeah, guys, if we get above about 75 cents, we're going to take out much of the trading where we've been for the majority of the time. Actually, in XRP's history, I mean, if we look at this chart on the weekly time frame, you'll just see that, guys. Basically, this mark here, marks a lot of rejections, as you can see, guys. So yeah, let's see if we can push up to about 75 cents. We are making higher lows, good to see. But yeah, let's take a quick look at Bitcoin here. Bitcoin today is a little bit red. Now, I do expect that we will, eat this candle back up and, probably close over 60.2. But if it doesn't happen today, maybe tomorrow, basically there's a gap from 60.5 down to where it is now at 59.9. So more than likely the gap will fill. Now this gap is to the upside, so that's kind of a positive thing. I don't really believe in CME gaps too much, but they do tend to get filled, guys, somehow, some way. Anyways, you do have a double bottom forming here still. We're still on a good path. And basically, we need to break this neckline at about 64, let's just say 3. And that target would give us about 74,700 or $800 here. Let's just say 74,500 to 75K. So that would be nice to see. But first, we do have to break this trend line. This trend line sits at about 66.3 at the moment. If we were to break that today to the upside, we've been rejected by this trend line multiple times. As you can see here, back in July, June, this was May. We even got rejected in April here. And our first rejection was in March when we hit our all-time high. So we do need to break that downward sloping trend. And we do need to hold this trend line down here. That's kept us up for the majority of the time. And yeah, we did retest that trend line yesterday, and we got an excellent bounce. We broke through 3 resistances, although we are falling back a little bit now. Like I said, I do expect that we will get back above 60.2 with not much problem. But anyways, guys, let's take a look at next week. Basically, on economic calendar, we do have the New York Empire State Manufacturing Index on Monday. Not too important. We also do have core retail sales and things like this on Tuesday. I don't think that's going to be too important either. Wednesday, we do have CPI in the European Union, which I can say is semi-important. And then we do have the interest rate decision on Wednesday, and we do have that press conference immediately after, about 30 minutes later. So that will be the most important thing next week to watch. Thursday, there is existing home sales and Philadelphia Fed manufacturing, things like this. We do have jobless claims, but I don't think we're going to react too much to that after we get the interest rate decision. And then Friday is pretty much an empty calendar. Now, speaking about the decision, it's 50-50, guys. Basically, I'm still in the camp with 25 points, but we'll see. I hope the market doesn't tank. If, we only get 25 points, then, we could still tank. They could, sell off, and we'll see. It's just 50-50 right now. I was expecting more of a 80 or 90% assurance here, but going into this, it's pretty much 50-50. So we'll see, guys. A little bit scary, but I don't think we should fear. Interest rate cuts are always good. So now, if we look at the fear and greed, we do have 50 on it, and yesterday we were at 32. So that's nice to see, but that comes with, this big candle here. But it's funny that we didn't get such a large leap on the fear and greed for this candle. Anyways, guys, let's take a look at the crypto bubbles. Now, we are starting to see some red here. And, that's pretty much like I think everything is just kind of pulling back because maybe it had a run yesterday and pretty much for this week. I mean, you can see we were down here at what, $54,000, $55,000. So we are getting that big bounce. So things are starting to cool down a little bit. Now there are still a couple of projects like XRP, which is up 3.7% at the moment. It's not huge, but it is flirting with that 60 cent mark. So and that's pretty much the point that Bitcoin, or not Bitcoin, XRP needs to break. So yeah, guys, I mean, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, you guys.